Good morning, everyone. Boker Tov. Bruchim Habayim. Musaf. See you more often. Hashem. We are at Siman Reish Samechet, talking about if a person accidentally does some mix-ups when it comes to tefillah on Shabbat. We're all human beings. People make mistakes, and that's what Shulchan Aruch's about. That if you make a mistake, what happens in such a case? So in Seif Vav, Shulchan Aruch says, what if a person accidentally says the wrong tefillah on Shabbat? So Friday night, he says the Shahrit tefillah, or at Shahrit he says mincha. And the truth is, the way we're posek is including Musaf, that if you say, let's say, Friday night you said Musaf instead of Arvit, or Shahrit you said Musaf. So in all these cases, you are still yotzei your tefillah. Accidentally, you said Arvit at Shahrit, or Shahrit at Arvit, the Amida, you're still yotzei, you do not need to repeat the Amida. But well, during the weekday, it's all the same one, right? So, Shahrit are all different ones. So, we're talking about the Amida. So now, we did see yesterday that if you didn't do the 3 steps back, lo akar raglav, if you're still, so you said, let's say you're about to finish Amida. You didn't take your 3 steps back, and you realize, oh my gosh, I just said Shahrit, like it's Musaf, and I was supposed to say Musaf. So if you didn't take your 3 steps back, then you should go from after Atakadosh in the Musaf that you missed, or like you're in Musaf right now, but you said Shahrit instead, then go back to the Atakadosh. But if you finished Amida completely, then you do not need to repeat. The Or Tzion adds a case. He says as follows. Let's say at Shahrit, you said, at Musaf, you said Shahrit again. So then he says, then the Chazarav Musaf, if you're in a place that prays with Chazarav Musaf, then have in mind that I didn't pray Musaf because I did Shahrit twice. I don't need to repeat the Musaf again, as we said, but have in mind with the Shaliach Tzibur, the Chazarah, to do the Musaf. But if, let's say, at Shahrit you prayed Musaf, if at Shahrit you prayed Musaf, so now what happens? Now you get to Musaf, and the real Musaf, and you realize, oh my gosh, I already did Musaf at Shahrit. So, or let's say even if you remember right away after you finished your first Musaf, which was instead of Shahrit, you realize, oh, I should have said Shahrit, I just said Musaf. So at the Chazarah, have in mind for the Shahrit that you missed. Now it comes to Musaf time, you already said Musaf early. So the Or Tzion says, in that case, you actually don't pray Musaf. Have in mind the Chazarah. If it's a short Chazarah, long Chazarah, at that point, doesn't matter. You don't say Musaf, because you already said Musaf at Shahrit, even though you wrote your Shahrit with that. So you could have a situation, according to Rabbi Tzion Bashar, that you could say one Amida for 2 tefillot, because you accidentally said Musaf, so that covers your Musaf, because technically you could say Musaf already from any time in the morning. So you said Musaf instead of Shahrit, so have in mind that the Chazarah of Shahrit for the Shahrit, and at Musaf, don't pray Musaf, but have in mind that the Chazarah of Musaf, short or long Chazarah, to fulfill your Musaf obligation. Okay, that's that for today. Minchat tonight at 5:35. I'm Baruch Hashem Zochet to go to Eretz Yisrael today, so I'll be back Monday, and we'll miss you, and we'll pray for you, pray for the entire Keilah, B'ezrat Hashem, and we'll see you back soon, B'ezrat Hashem. Have a good day, everyone. Amen.